welcome to the Nostalgia Show. This is Today in Hollywood. Well, not today, but let's get a slice of the life there. You can't learn these things in books because it's a piece of the Hollywood machine, what they wanted to put out there for you. And so today we like to investigate things and pick things apart. But what was it like to actually live during this time? I'm hoping to give you a taste of that. Gary Cooper and his lady enjoy a free Jack Benny show. If I gave you a ticket to a Jack Benny show, would you go? If it was back then, would you go? I think I would have loved to go. Hollywood's social season is on the upswing again. Today, non-movie folks visiting the cinema city's popular rendezvous might find themselves in the midst of an impromptu show at Cairo's. Sounds cool. I want to go to Cairo's. For example, a movie radio guide cameraman snapped Gary Cooper, not at all his usual granite-faced self, and his charming wife, Sandra Shaw, swapping jokes with Jack Benny to the tune of gales of hearty laughter. Now, do you think that this was set up like we're going to take a picture and everybody likes those candid pictures? Or do you think the photographer really got so up close, up the nose here? I don't know. They're like, look at this guy. They think we don't know he's taking pictures of us. Was this really paparazzi? General Hayden quits Hollywood. From Gloucester, Massachusetts comes the press release that Sterling Hayden has quit Hollywood to live his own life. I don't think I know who that is, so maybe he really did quit to live his own life. At first sight, this would appear to be another piece of Hollywood publicity, but Hayden has been seriously thinking about such a move for some time. After making Bahama Passage with Madeline Carroll, it was rumored that Madeline, very much a nonconformist herself, had advised Sterling to follow an impulse to quit the movies for his real life love, the sea. Oh, this reminds me of the song. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. So, who wants to sing it? So, it is no on-the-spot whim of Hayden's, and maybe the blonde 6'4" star meant it when he tossed his California license plates into the harbor and replaced them with Massachusetts numbers. Does anybody know if Hayden really did quit? Can you guys let me know in the comments if you are familiar? Did you see him at sea? Temple debut. Ooh. Shirley Temple will make her initial screen appearance in an evening gown for her role in MGM's Kathleen. At Shirley's special request, the gown will be the exact duplicate of the one she wore at her first school dance. So this was a time where Shirley was just becoming a young lady, very young lady. So we're talking about, I think, early teens maybe. And so she was transitioning from the childhood actress into the lovely young teen, preteen type actress. And I was hearing that she was always going through either like she was too young or too old, because I remember, if I get this story straight, her mom had to say she was a little younger when she first got to Hollywood. Perhaps she was 6 and she had to say she was 5 because it was like, oh, 6, you're a husband, you know? And so she really had to navigate that world. You can't not be impressed with Shirley Temple. When I was young, I had these curls, and people used to always say, you look like Shirley Temple. So I feel like an affinity to her. Plus, when you go to a drink and you don't drink alcohol, you always have to ask for what drink. Shirley Temple. Have you ever asked for a Shirley Temple, and what have people thought of you? I love getting a Shirley Temple. New Welles show ready. Orson Welles' new show is about ready to go to the cameras. It will be an all-colored affair tracing the history of the boogie woogie. And the story is built around the brass man Louis Armstrong. And I'm just going to go ahead skipping that because we don't use archaic words. Duke Ellington has already completed the score for the picture. It will be called The Magnificent Ambersons. Sheridan has fur in dinner. Here's a fashion note to the ladies that might be of some interest. Okay, I'm listening. And men, listen so you can get it for the ladies in your life. Anne Sheridan in The Man Who Came to Dinner will wear the smallest muff in fashion history. A muff. Have you ever worn a muff? Is that... See, we're so casual in this generation, but isn't it like between the fur coat, between the hands? Like you put your hands in this, I'm showing you, do you guys see? You put your hands in this fur little circle or thing or cylinder type thing, and it keeps your hands warm. Have you ever worn a muff? It measures exactly 5 inches from stem to stern and can comfortably accommodate a pair of thumbs. The Petite finger warmer is part of the ensemble, unique in its clothes, and from head to toe is in fur. Okay, so I think this is the one when I was in fur. When I was little, we used to go into the drawers, and we had a fox. Forgive me, guys, if you're vegetarian. I was just a kid. But we would have these foxes, and it had a head, and it had the tail, and my mom would let us play with them, and we'd wrap it around us and be very glamorous. I don't know that it would fly today. 80 black Galliac skins were used for a chic hat and a smart street dress with deep dolman sleeves and with the miniature muff. Ooh, sounds nice. I think that sounds right. I think, do you use like, she looks very smart. He looks very smart. Would you know what that meant? Would you think, oh, this person just looks intelligent? Or they look like chic and smart? Why Viv said nix. Victor Mature, busy at work in Shanghai Gesture, was called back last week for added takes on his recent 20th Century Fox picture, Hotspot. He reported to the lot and asked what the scenes would be. We want you to do the swimming scene, he was told. Now Mature is one of the best swimmers in town, but he asked. Nothing doing, he said. Why, they asked. Because, he said, I might stub my toe. They excused him. The real reason Mature didn't want to do the swimming scene in the picture was simple. He knew that his doing it would deprive a stuntman of work, and he thought the work should be spread around. Wow, that's great. I was just hearing about stuntmen yesterday and stunt women. Have you ever done anything with stunts? Have you ever known anybody in the stunt industry? What would make someone go into that industry? Is it safer than it used to be? Is it just as dangerous? I think that's cool that he wanted to make sure that the other guy got work. Even though he sounds a little like, I don't want to stub my toe. He sounds like a diva. But he wasn't. Maxie Rosenblum, erstwhile lightweight champion with Powerpuff Wallop. Ooh, a powder puff wallop. What's a powder puff wallop? I don't think I would hear like Tyson being like, he's got a powder puff wallop. Oh, I guess, are they meaning it's like a bullet? It's like powder. Okay. It sounds to me like, you know what I'm imagining, right? That somebody's like powdering their face and it's like, oh, here's the powder your nose. Boop. Okay. Was made null and void on the Louisiana Purchase set the other day. A couple of flower pots put the spoke in Maxie's wheel. Maxie was just minding his own business, and that a couple of set cuties, when a pot of geraniums dislodged from an upper balcony nicked him on the neck. This slight tremor annoyed Maxie, and he looked up just in time to catch another pot flush on his mush. I don't even know what they're saying. A pot flush on his mush. Did it fall on his head? Is that what they're saying? I don't speak 1940s. Please translate for me. This was too much for the great Rosenblum. He was knocked colder than a glamour girl's heart. Do glamour girls' hearts get knocked colder? I mean, is this an insult to glamour girls that they have no heart? As a YouTuber and wannabe glamour girl, I'm insulted. Maxie, as punchy as a fox, arose at the count of 27, quipped, I wonder if they'll hold my purse up. What does that mean, hold my purse up? I mean, I think of women with purses. What do they mean, like, hold my purse up? Like, oh, I get it. They're trying to take his wallet. He's joking that they're dropping, like, planters on his head so they could take his wallet. Did you guys get that? Did you not need my translation? Do you guys speak 1940? Let me know in the comments. I love going back in time with you. It's an honor to be here with you on the Nostalgia Show. I'm Mrs. H.